Alrighty folks, we're back at it. Today's plan, I want to work on that firewall. I want to get my pedals in there, get that stuff all sorted out. So, last round we kind of did fender wells, inner tubs. Well, we did fenders-ish. We did the inner tubs. They're okay. They're not done. Nothing's done. I do want to make a filler panel to close that in, but I'll wait till the body goes off because I'm pretty sure we can make that all happen. We're into the fuel tank mount. So if you look up here, if I actually make a sheet go down under this mount, I can kind of come down and connect, and then we can kind of close off the car from the outside. That would be the most ideal. And then inside we'll have another second shield over the fuel tank kind of scenario after, to keep that nice and clean and done. So anyways, firewall. I have a sheet of 16. It's going to be a pain in the butt to get out, but I got to do it. I do want to move a bunch of stuff here because it'd be ideal if I can get my forklift around there and move some stuff around. Anyways, we sort of have a loose plan what's going to happen. I know where my pedals have to go. So, and I think we're going to do simpler sheet metal up to it, but I want to do 16, and then we'll probably even plate where I'm going to put it, but you can see where the cuts and stuff have been made. So, I don't know. I got to do some measuring to figure this out yet, but our 16 is going to have to come up. I'll be able to get the pedal on, and then I think this is going to end up getting a little higher, and we can square and close everything off from the inside of the car. But I still like to have this be removable for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. So I'm thinking the inside, I'm going to have to somehow join it to this pinch where stuff gets bolted up. And that'll just give everything some extra strength. And I think if I do the top on it, it should be a relatively stronger, I guess is a good word. I don't know. But anyways, we got to go 3 inches back. We got to, I don't know, I need my tape measure, but I got to figure out a little bit on top. I think the goal is going to be, we'll try to match it up as close to that side as we can, and we'll just shelf it back, scoot across. I don't know if how far down I'm going to go with it. I think I'll go, because here I'd like to connect to it, keep this fairly tight, because we got a big foot that I got to try to run in here. We can work these pedals a little bit. I can put a little bit of a smaller pedal like this and bring it in a little bit closer. So if I can get this rod to come straight down, that should give me enough room for my feet. That's kind of the plan. All right. Well, yeah, I have to figure a few things out, because this comes down and then it kind of angles with that floorboard, and I want to keep that floorboard angle-ish. I'm just mixed with these headers. Like I can't. Even if I did a dump, I'm really feeling I'm going to have to do this thing. Or I'm going to build lakes, kind of like I did on my T pickup out there. I built lakes. I don't know. I guess it'll be fine. It's just kind of not the look I was going for, but I think I'm going to do lakes. I'd have to. But it'll make steering easier. It'll clear up my exhaust. I'll be able to run my floor tighter yet. It's going to happen. Yep, it's kind of been decided. I have spare headers now to do whatever I want. Because if I go in here and I actually bring these down, this slave cylinder is just going to get torched. And I don't want, well, can I go down lower? Well, the oil pan's there. Yeah, it's a little hit and miss in some places. I don't know. We'll leave it undecided. We'll just build the firewall the way I want, and if I can't make the headers work, we're going to build something down the road. Not too worried about it. All right, got a game plan. I'm going to lower this thing down. I got to clean up a little bit in the shop here, and then we're going to grab a 16, and we're just going to build one big, flat, honking firewall. Well, I tried to think this all the way through, but clearly I'm still off. Basically, I thought I counted at the bottom, but I'm kind of in the middle here. And I need to narrow up the bottom, so I'm gonna end up doing a slice and just kind of making things work. I'm trying to set it so this is 3 inches above and we're like 4. And then I gotta do some finessing because I don't think the fuel tank's gonna fit over it. Should have made this one a lot, well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna build a new clampy bolt down shelf after, because I am gonna have to bring the front, dang it, see, I should have made this longer. This should have went, I don't know what I was thinking. I bent this right, but I should have added another inch or 2 onto it. That was kind of what I was, in my head I was doing. Dang it. Oh well. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, we're getting there. Right now it's just sitting crooked, and if you put your pedals on there, they're gonna be all weird. So I kind of want this thing to sit flush to the back. We're getting close. It's just, it's not happy. The top wants to be there. The bottom's fighting me. I had to rebend this in a little more, but being 16, it's hard. Like all I do is just beat it with a hammer to try to get it to where I want. Roughly things are where they're supposed to be. I don't know why, I just making it that I can get access. I should go tighter, but it was like, I don't even think I can reach it, so it doesn't make any sense what I did here. I guess when I do this, I can do it up to a flat flange and tighten this up more, because I'm never gonna be able to get in there and unbolt everything. I'm gonna have to, anytime I do anything, I'm pretty sure I'm pulling motor trans, though I do have enough room. Maybe this thing would drop down enough if I modified that center cross member. I might be able to drop it down and get a transmission off. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, keep fighting this, trying to get this thing square and in place. It might be easier if it was off the car, but I'm trying to use everything as a reference, so I'm gonna keep fighting, and we're gonna get this thing in there. The plan is to get it in there, get it tacked, and then I can kind of position where my pedals are gonna go. And like, that's pretty dang strong, but I'm thinking I want to cut a plate also to put on there. We'll see. We will see. Anyways, I'll just continue fighting. I tried to bend this flange. I think it needed to be out a bit more, but yeah, it's just hard to show you. But I think it's all due to the bottom. I have to basically slit it and taper the bottom in. So back at it. All right, well, we're getting somewhere here. I had to cut the sides just to make things work. So, hindsight, trying to make it in one piece. Not jiving very well. And I still got to trim everything because it's actually touching everything. I kind of wanted it further back, but 3 inches is all I needed. So I'm not going to like try to destroy any room inside the car for no reason. So there's breathing room. There's not a lot, but there is breathing room behind the motor here. I can fit my hand there, so that's good. Anyways, I started with the fuel tank. It doesn't fit. I knew that. And then I was like just aggressively going to start cutting everything. But then I realized I have to go 3 inches up and it has the taper. So good thing this is metal. So I can just weld this tab right back on after. So same with the tops. I kind of saved these. And I'm probably going to end up welding them back on. I think by the time I taper this here and come in, I think it's 1 inch. I might go like 1.5 inches just to bring this there. Should just round it honestly, but we'll kind of bring that over, screw everything else up that these don't match with that, which is whatever, kind of normal for me. Kind of screwing that up always. Whatever. Okay, so plan. I'm going to trim some of this away. That's good, but we're going to modify that piece that I just made and make it kind of follow this. That way it can kind of, well, if I can do it and it rounds, that might work. That might be the benefit. I'll make it round so there'll be some contourness to this. It'll go around. I don't know what I'm doing inside here yet. If I'm taking more of this away, I might come to this foot hole and actually come up and find some kind of a happy medium all the way up, depending how the clutch and the master work on that side. But if I bring this up, I can kind of smooth this out into one piece, transition it, and kind of make this like a thicker something. I welded this bar in because I was having conflicting measurements, but this is where the holes are on the tank. So now the tank should at least fit in where it's supposed to. This was just because I cut the firewall out and took the tank off. The thing just kind of sprung open. So, all right. Right now I'm going to just do the old slicey dice here. What am I gonna do? Slicey dice, and I might just take some of this off. Yeah, I might take this edge off so I can try to roll this thing inside of here. We'll find a happy medium of making everything look semi-pretty. I mean, it'll have a closed hood. Nobody's gonna see it. So, anyways, yeah, we'll get this sorted out. Well, I finally got the groove going. This is working out not terrible. I left it like an inch overlap. I don't know what I'm doing just yet. Whether I'm going to put a flange and we'll be able to bolt it from underneath, I don't know yet. But it gives us a decent amount of room. Like, nothing crazy, but we do have some room. We do need to clearance this some more. So that is, like, there's breathing room, but I need a little more room. Especially once we put all the bolts in. I think this one we can't put in, but that one I do. So, yeah. What a bugger. Golly. I guess I can kind of give this a little tug here yet, but yeah, we gotta make a little bit of room. I don't want anything squeaking, making a lot of noise for me here, so. That one's just borderline. Ah. So the goal here, once we're said and done, is we're gonna kind of just come in with a little paper mache. We'll finish up our tunnel. These will kind of just step up. Oh, easy, easy peasy. Right, buddy? Easy peasy. Oh, look at that, eh? I can set my clock to you walking in here. Time for supper, huh? Well, let me feed you supper and then I'll explain to everybody else what's going on. Right, pup? Food time? Alrighty, dogs are fed. Okay, next game plan. Let's get the pedals in there and see how this all works out. Everything again, just, well, lightly tacked. I think we'll be able to tackle a lot of this once I get the body back off. Anywho, this, I believe, was gonna go on the up and up. Yeah, we had that marked out there. Okay, I need 2 hands, but I'm probably, yeah, 2 hands. I'll mark it. I am just gonna smash a few holes in here so we can bolt it up at least and see what it looks like. All right. Well, according to my doodles, this thing was gonna be 3 inches and then 14s. I may have to trim a little bit more here because I think our firewall went back a little bit more than I had originally anticipated. I doubt I'm at the 14 mark here. And I am not bringing my firewall in more. Alrighty, let's see. We're shooting for around there. Yeah, around it. Mucho higher. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all my little bolts out here so I can at least let this thing come back some more. Alright, never mind, that doesn't go back enough. Mind you, that just makes it very convenient that I can. Is that convenient? Will that work? I don't know. What are we shooting for? That's 3 inches. That is still 13. We're going a little higher. We're shooting for the 14 mark going up. That's pretty close. So 3? Still 3. Huh. Okay. Well then. Look at that. I don't know how that's going to work, but... hydraulic clutch. That should be fine. Okay, let's make some holes. Make a few holes. These look level. I guess I should check that, eh? No. That's all right. kind of hit and miss. I don't know. We'll eyeball it. It'll be good enough. Yeah, let's drill this all up. Yeah, that's pretty good. That thing's oily enough. We can get that figured out. Alrighty. Definitely needs some strengthening up with that. Well, that worked out pretty good. Other than, I need to make a little more room, but there is an inch still to go. I can get the cover off, but it's pretty tight. And I'm trying to figure out how that master cylinder thing is going to work. I wonder with this particular clutch if a guy could almost like run that. Oh yeah, this doesn't even have that bracket to do, what do you call it? To even put a mechanical on with that cantilever dealio. This is a mechanical clutch, but I don't know. I think the stock masters are like, they're the ones that bolt to the firewall and kind of point down. Ugh. How's that going to be a problem? I guess, I don't know. I'll have to see. We'll have to keep fighting with it and figure it out. Although it is working out well though. Oh, we got this in here. What have I got? We don't have a lot of room. I'll have to shim it or do something, but we'll be able to go in here, bolt the pedal to this, but we still need to make all kinds of strength because there's too much, there's still flex. I mean, we don't have everything welded or we don't have this part done yet, but we're getting there. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. The firewall, like I say, I've seen somebody do this, and this is kind of how they kind of recessed it, so I don't know. It's doing the part. Almost there. Almost. Thought I would actually get around to this whole floor pan section, but this is it took a lot longer than I wanted. I thought this was gonna poke by pretty quick, and that is not the case. But yeah, I don't know. It's progress. It's doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I'm thinking when we get around to the next round, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna finish up the front part of the floor here. This needs to be done, but then I need to like take the body off, and we gotta weld. Lots of welding. Gotta do the welding, and I want to take care of this rear sections so the car's actually closed from the outside world, if that makes sense. Well, technically, once we fix all the rust, but over there we'll have so much road grime and stuff that can pile up on this shelf in the back, which was inside the car originally. So I got to find a way to close that all off. So that's kind of the plan for the next round. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the fence for the headers. I'm still there. I put them on. It's a little tight, but it works. So I don't know. The rad's gonna be the big bugger. That one's like, I am gonna have to make something. I just know it. Like I say, I've ordered a bigger rad for Esther's car, so I might be able to take this rad that she's got and I think the height is good. Like if I turn it sideways, the height is good, but I might have to get rid of a few fins just to narrow it up. Narrow it up or short, I don't know, something. There's not a lot of room in there. I haven't sourced out where I can get just cores, different sizes, and then I can build my own tanks. So for now, I'm going to probably toy with that and try to get that going. But yeah, threw the tire, I just threw one front fender on, and I don't know, I like the look of everything. I'm pretty happy where this thing's going. Yeah, I know some people were commenting a ways back not to chop it, but I think it'll look really good with a chop. I think it'll all be proportioned right. Anyways, folks, I think that is where we are going to leave this one. Next round, if we're still working on that one, is going to be finishing up everything with the floors and probably taking it off, and I got to weld everything up. There's a lot of welding. And I'd like to fix the rear fenders too, like get that sorted out. I don't know if I can sort out the goofiness that is the fender, but I want to actually get them welded and spliced and get the body welded on, and I don't know. There's still lots to do there. But floors would be a huge accomplishment. I got to figure out bucket seats, what I want to do there yet. Well, it's for sure going to get buckets because I can't fit a bench, especially if you squish the roof. I was toying with the idea with bombers, but I don't know. I want it to be a little comfy to drive. Actually, I should be surprised. When I had the bombers in the 37, they were actually really comfortable. I was pleasantly surprised with that. But my bomber seats were designed that they use the Camaro seat bottoms, and I don't, they're not a very readily available thing. So anyways, as always, folks, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.